What's good, y'all? Welcome to the final issue of Nick Spencer's Spider-Man run. We have finally reached the end of the line, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the finish line. Although I will say it's a pretty long finish line considering this issue is a little over 80 pages. So yeah, we're in here for the long haul, boys. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn for this one. But yeah, man. Sucks we finally have reached this point. I was honestly like, I think I might mention it before in other videos, but I was honestly kind of hoping like Nick Spencer be the writer that would get us to like 1,000 issues. Now, granted, I don't know what it would take because we still would have had like at least another 100 some odd issues before we got to the 1,000 issue, and but it's sad to finally see this run come to an end, considering how this kind of like finally got me into comics and everything, which I think I'll talk more about that around the end of the video. But yeah, man, we got a lot of credits. I mean, you got Nick Spencer, Mark Badley, you got fucking Patrick Gleason, of course, doing the cover, and a bunch of other names, yeah. Epic conclusion to Kindred Saga and more. So yeah, let's see what we got in store for us, boys. Are we going old school, rocking back with some is this Steve Ditko or what the fuck was his name? John Romita Sr. Don't know which one it is. I honestly can't tell the difference. But again, I guess this is when Harry died the first time in Spidey. Ah! Just another bad dream. Osborn, take a deep breath, relax. Get yourself a glass of water. Probably should have refilled this before I started, but fucking, we're going. Why is my throat so dry? And for that matter, why is it so hot in here? Next page. Ah yes, Mephisto. How are you, good sir? There he is, the apple of my eye, the prize in my sights. Harry Osborn, the Goblin Prince. What? What is this? Why am I here? Oh, come on. Oh, come on now. If there's one thing I excel at, it's branding. You know where you are. So, it was real. But I tried to make things right. Pete, I saved him. I died. I died his friend, trying to make things right. Yes, you certainly did. Next page. Tell me, with your dying breath, did you happen to confess your plot to destroy your friend's life by making him believe his parents were alive once again? Or how about you even more? Let me zoom in real quick. Or even more so, or how about you even more sordid plot about to make him believe all that nonsense about your father and Gwen Stacy having children together? Oh, thank God, since past is finally not canon anymore. That's low, even for me. No, nothing. Yeah, even fucking Mephisto's like, bro, really? Norman fucking having fucking Gwen, really? Come on, even I'm not that low, and I took his marriage. Come on now, and gave you Dan Slott, which is some people like. There's other people, they say that's fucking torture, but whatever. I'm not getting into that. I even really read much of it as a run. Anyway, back to the issue. There wasn't time, and I was ashamed. Ah, shame. Been working since the garden days. Well, don't worry, Harry. We've got some of our best demons here, taking the form you fear most. Wait. I have to know, please. My whole life I felt cursed. Mark, that was you, wasn't it? Why? Why me? Oh, Harry, you poor fool. And it was never about you. Now, who we got on the art? Is this like a fucking Mark Bagley, or is this someone else? It looks good. I kind of like how they draw Spyro at the eyes and everything. It's really cool. You were just a pawn, the victim of circumstance, the soul that hangs in the balance. Next page. Oh, we got a double page spread on the credits. All right, who else do we got? So Nick Spencer was writing this with Carlisto Gage, and then we have, fuck me, Marco Fiorina, Mark Bagley, Z. Carlos, Dio Neves, Carlos Gomez, Ivan Forliel, and Humberto. Ooh, we got Humberto Ramos in here too. All right, now we're talking, ladies and gentlemen. Next page. Next page. There we go. Fuck's Harry's, there's a Norman's face right there. There are many players in this game. Some enemies, MJ, and some friends. But in the end, they all headed to the same place. And Gwen's twin sister clone thing. We all end up in the same place. Peter! MJ, is that really you? You tell me. I don't have to ask if it's really you. Only the real Peter Parker would keep looking for trouble after a literal army of bad guys beat him to a pulp. Look who's talking. The lady with no powers, besides being stubborn as a... Next page. Peter? MJ, what? Pete, this isn't going to be easy too. What's wrong with you? Get up! Get up! They're coming! The hell is MJ gonna say? Was she finally gonna come clean about sins past? They love seeing you here, Norman. But the other villains have been dealt with. All of them all that's left is one, just Kindred. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Peter. Kindred. Oh no. Next page. There's fantastic. Now we have two Kindreds. So I guess one is Harry and the other one is the Gwen clone thing. There's two of them. Hell is usually of our making, after all. Next page. The Hotel Inferno. Shall we resume our game then? Remember, it can always get worse. That's a chance I'll take. Oh, I knew you would. I just want to be clear on the stakes. If you lose, I get your soul too. Agreed. One word of warning, Stephen. Whatever the outcome. Next page. There's no coming back. Alright, then we got Harry's grave. Or Norman's grave, I guess. Harry, I don't understand. If you're here, then how's... It's pretty simple, Charlie. I'm a clone. Clones now. The clone conspiracy all over again. Why is it always clones with us? Now all that's left is to face the truth. So I guess that's real. So I guess that's Harry's actual real corpse, and this is just a clone of Harry. Next page. And face my family. Next page. Peter getting his ass beat. No surprises there. Next page. Thrown through a wall or a door or something. Once again, keep getting his ass beat. Like, fam, you gonna block us something? Next page. So, how do you do that exactly? They're coming. They know. I'm coming. I'm ready. Do you hear me? I said I'm ready! Where are we? Home. Next page. Oh, I guess this is yeah, Harry's wife and kids. Or kid. They'll be safe at least. Harry, I don't understand any of this. But whatever it is, you think you have to do. You think whatever it is, you think you have to do. You don't have to. You don't have to do. You don't have to. You can stay here with your real family, the people who love you. I appreciate that, Carly. But it's time to end this, if only for his sake. I always kept too many secrets from them. Next page. Hid things from them. When I found the goblin suit and the glider, I kept it. I thought maybe someday I would need to protect my family. Maybe all I was doing was putting them in more danger. But now they're going to be of good use. And then we got like the reflection of the window. Peter still getting his ass beaten. I guess that's like, is that MJ in the background? Oh damn! So you're not gonna put the mask on, man. Not the costume. Just gonna get the double bat and the cloud and call it day. Come on, man. If you're gonna do it, at least get the whole suit. when I face Kindred, not as the Goblin, but as Harry Osborn. Next page. There we go. Peter? MJ, wait. Okay, now we're definitely, okay, now it's definitely Mark Bagley. Norman, what are you doing? Trying to protect you. There's nothing we can do now. Win or lose, this is his fight. Next page. I don't know if I would really call this a fight. I call this a one-beaten ass whooping. A one-sided ass whooping. Next page. No! Next page, oh no. Who? Hey, now Harry comes in close. It's like fucking Spider-Man 3 when Peter was about to die, and then Harry comes in there with a pumpkin. Fucking love that movie. Not just his fight. They even this is basically Spider-Man 3 at this point. You look like you could use it. I swear to God, that's exactly what Harry said in Spider-Man 3. All right, Nick Spencer, I see you. I see you. Harry, is it really you? It's me, pal, in the flesh. Now, what do you say we end this?